So in this video, we're going to take a look at a few questions involving BIDMAS. So BIDMAS is an acronym that we use to help us remember the order of operations in a mathematical calculation. It stands for brackets, indices, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So we always start with our brackets and we complete any calculations inside of those. We then move on to our indices, which include our powers and our roots. We then have division and multiplication, which are both of equal priority. So all this means is that in scenarios where we have both division and multiplication, we're simply just going to work from the left-hand side to the right-hand side of that calculation. And finally, the same is also true for addition and subtraction, which are also both of equal priority. So again, in these scenarios where we have a calculation that includes addition and subtraction, we're simply going to start on the left-hand side of the calculation and work our way to the right. Okay, so that's a quick introduction into what BIDMAS is. So let's now take a look at a couple of examples. So looking at this first question, we want to work our way through BIDMAS and see which bits that we have to do first. So starting with the B, are there any brackets? Well, yeah, we can see in this first question that we've got a bracket, and then inside that bracket, we've got 6 plus 2. So that's what we're going to take care of first. So if we do that 6 plus 2, that's going to give us 8. So we can rewrite this calculation as 3 plus, and then what we've just figured out inside the brackets, 8, and then we've still got this power of 2. So we've now got 3 plus 8 squared. So now moving through BIDMAS, we now look at our I for indices. Do we have any powers or roots in this calculation? Well, we do. We've got a power of 2 here. We've got 8 squared. So if we do 8 squared, that's going to give us 64. So we can rewrite this calculation now as 3 plus 64. So now we've only got one operation left, which is our addition. So we're going to do 3 plus 64, which gives us 67. And that would be our answer to this first question. Okay, now looking at this other example. Again, we're going to work our way through BIDMAS. So starting with B, do we have any brackets? Well, there's no brackets in this next calculation. So we're going to move over to I, which are our indices. So we're looking for our powers and roots. There's no powers and no roots in this calculation. So we're going to move on. So now we're looking at division and multiplication, which are both of equal priority. So we can see out in our calculation, we've got both a multiplication and a division. So we're simply just going to start from the left-hand side. So we're going to do this 2 multiplied by 8 first. So if we do 2 multiplied by 8, that's going to give us 16. And that can bring down the rest of the calculation. So we've still got our divide by 4, then plus 3. So now for our calculation, we've got a division and an addition. So we're going to do this division first. So we're going to do 16 divided by 4. Well, that's going to leave us with 4. And then we're going to bring down this plus 3. And then finally, we've only got one operation left. We're going to do 4 plus 3, which is going to leave us with 7. And that would be our final answer for this question. So hopefully those couple of worked examples made sense. We're now just going to take a look at a couple more examples. So feel free to pause the video here and have a go at these, and we'll go through the solutions in just a few moments. Okay, looking at this first question, working through our BIDMAS, we want to see if there are any brackets first, which there are. We can see we've got a bracket here where we've got 9 take away 6. So we're going to take care of that first. So if we do 9 take away 6, that's going to give us 3. I'm then going to bring down the rest of the calculation. So moving on for our BIDMAS, moving on to I, we don't have any indices, we don't have any powers or roots. So we're then looking for any division and multiplication. So we can see we've got a multiplication here, we've got 3 multiplied by 4. So we're going to take care of that, which is 12. And then we're going to bring down the plus 9. And then to finish off, we're simply going to add these two numbers together. If we do 12 plus 9, that's going to give us 21. So our answer for this particular calculation would be 21. Okay, and now for this final example, using our BIDMAS, we're starting with B for brackets. We can see we've actually got 2 brackets in this calculation. We've got a bracket here and a bracket here. So we're just going to do those individually. So if we start with the one on the left, we've got 3 multiplied by 12. Well, that's going to give us 36. And then going to bring down the division symbol. And then for the bracket on the right, we've got 18 divided by 2, which is just 9. So now we can see we've only got one operation left. We just want to do 36 divided by 9, and that's going to give us 4. So our final answer for this calculation is just 4. So well done if you followed along with those questions, and that's it for this video. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please feel free to leave a like and consider subscribing. If there are any other topics at all that you'd like me to go through next, then please just let me know down in the comments, and I'll try to make some videos on those topics as soon as possible. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.